13 years in the past. Mitsuru Kusimoto plunged himself into a coma, sealing his fate alongside Kawana's. Ridden by guilt, Kawana sets off on a path of vengeance, and the bullies he drags with him are shackled to the shadows. However, Yokosawa's murder serves as a deadly wake-up call to what he's done.
Hey. What are you doing?
Getting your identification on record, so you won't be a threat to us anymore.
What?
And I think you owe us after everything you've done. Expect me to come collect one of these days. Your carriage awaits, Mamiya-san.
Don't tell me we're going back to that dingy arcade.
We sure are. But try not to hold a grudge. It wasn't us who abandoned you. Higashi, you already called Sari-san and the gang.
I let him know what's up.
Did Shirosaki-sensei say anything?
Well, she was pretty stunned when I told her who Kuwan...
Sounding a little smug there, Higashi-san. Taking credit for the detective work you didn't even do? Back me up here.
Whatever, man. Kawana got... Still, the task in front of us is finished. With Mamiya-san's help, of course.
Finally, I'm ready to get some answers. Well, we still got time till Shirosaki-sensei gets here. Why don't you take a breather, Yagami-san?
Huh? That'd be okay?
Sure. I'll call you once everyone's here.
Yeah, a break sounds good.
By the way, Higashi, has anything unusual gone down in Kamacho lately? Anything?
Yeah, about that. My guys are saying things have been a little too quiet. Soma and Akutsu are out in Ijincho too. When they come back, they're in for a rude awakening. And they can pay for what they did to Kaito Aniki.
Make them pay? Aren't your Yakuza days behind you now?
That's not the Yakuza in me talking. That's just a problem I'm gonna be the solution for.
Isn't that exactly
Fine.
what...
I'm doing the right...
Yeah,
Besides, what's...
whatever you... Yagami-san, it's Sugiura.
Hey,
Shirosaki-sensei in the...
got it.
Thanks.
Hmm? What a waste. Really? You too, Genda-sensei?
What? Am I in? I figured if they could pull a fast one on Saori-kun, I'd at least want to look him in the eye.
Why are all...
We've been waiting for
Good.
you. Oh, and
Looks like she got... But we're still not sure to figure that...
exactly.
That's it.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Pout all you want, but keep the answers straight. Got it?
Ihara's assault was designed to establish a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. So Kawana had...
Can you confirm if this is
Yeah,
all?
yeah.
The person who groped you on the and my understanding is that he had
That's right.
What was Kawana...
Didn't you hear your lady on that stand-in was our sensei?
You mean Kawana posed as Ihara? So this Ihara...
But some spots don't look right, like his mouth.
That part around his mouth.
Oh, huh.
You can print
Well,
things...
it's a machine that takes a mod, so if you were to scan
I don't know the details, but
something like this, see, with a 3D
What
print,
the hell?
I see. His eye...
it's incredible, I must say. With the mouth area so visible, and with the prosecution assuming he's just another sexual...
This is no time to be impressed.
Assuming Kawana was Ihara's double.
I'm of the same.
Okay.
Any thoughts after seeing this?
stop it.
You're gonna look away?
I mean,
Who
yes.
put this video up?
Sensei did.
So that was all?
Yeah, his son, and that's the real... How would the...
So cool.
I guess he was...
Yeah, nobody...
I can't...
Yeah.
Sense speak.
How about this then?
And this is?
Before the incident, Ihara...
Right, and it was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
Thanks, Hoshino-kun.
Happy to help, Yagami-san.
At the earliest, Mikoshiba's time of death would have been 7:30 a.m. If Ihara killed Mikoshiba, and frankly, that's impossible. Huh?
Sensei, but afterward, he slipped it back to a Hara-san when they that way.
So even the entry time
All
to the
seems so obvious now that...
Yeah.
Anything else?
How about
What's the,
We made it.
we've all that sound?
is I?
This came up. So the guy.
Yes. I didn't.
Can you take
That's the
Kawana?
right.
Guess we. This piece.
Is that
The police from.
That's right. But the
I take it.
that's when after the what the police the court.
You really.
Yagami-san,
Yeah. At the very least, we know that.
the courts were being.
Are you saying you want?
I am.
why do you say...
Well, as the client, doesn't matter.
And we'll talk to him.
Sounds good. Then let's meet at the detention center tomorrow.
Will do.
So,
Sure are. Great job, everyone. Go get some rest.
Yo, Yagami. You sure it was cool to let that Mamiya chick just go home?
Yeah? Why?
I mean, she helped Kawana kill all those people. Aren't you gonna turn her in or something?
I would. There's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do?
Frankly, we don't have any proof of the murder.
What, so this is all...
Nothing direct, which means all.
Fine.
Come on, man.
You wouldn't be...
Wow.
But if it's... But don't...
Thanks.
Dude...
So, you're recommending an appeal? Did some new...
Yui-ma, you want...
Well,
Your goal was to
I
avenge...
know
Aharas,
And what...
like Yag as your lawyer
Thank...
on the day of the crime.
Except
baloney.
that you
Oh,
weren't. You wanted to give the man who pushed your son... And you'd miss out on that opportunity if you were at home, which is why you were in Ijincho instead. Isn't that right? You and Kawana, then you dragged your prey every... Remembering you tore... You and... There's...
Oh.
As for what you did next after beating Mikoshiba... Without leave estimate, you tossed the bloody coat and made your way to Ikebukuro.
Are you sure? I was at Ikebukuro by 7:30 a.m. Would have been impossible for me to kill Mikoshiba and Ijincho.
I did. Former, so with...
I don't know.
With Kawana in view of it. That's where you took police. Then you made your way to Shinjuku Station. After that, Kawana... And then, in the smallest of blind spots, in a station absolutely packed with cameras, you were with the Kawana... And after...
An act as the
I'm... There's nothing...
That's what... Because...
what?
With with Sawa-sense, you had to
after
what?
Was it
Not when I
And that so the
met how you and he
if the
the to so but you could be
no,
some I could tell
Yeah.
this you
I just got lucky. There was some dirt on Yui Mamiya that Kuwana could have used against her. If we hadn't found it,
what are you talking about? Of course they I
Art.
solve it
all
the problem it wouldn't
I hear it, but
what
some and I'm some. Yeah,
no
you think that's more and then cool. That's and then because she what's and I'm gonna I go the first.
you the court so
You-
yes.
I have no
We
Yes.
Yagami-san. Sawa-sen even
by the list work list.
I'm going to fill Genda-sensei in on what happened.
Sure thing.
So then,
Off the
That sounds
It's
like
the-
to clear and
they're only
At the
you. So and what good'll it?
to be
What?
Saori-san.
yes.
You
As
have...
listen, Sensei. Have we not?
True.
So how can
I,
and another? I didn't. Hara likely saw right through. He probably took, and I won't stand for that.
What about you, Yagami?
we should listen to Saori.
I see.
Yes. Miko Shiba's murder. We need to shine enough light, and the perfect place to do it is during a heart.
So it's
We pursue.
And if we draw out Kuwana, then Soma from Ark, which means whoever. And I need to figure the only thing.
well said. Looks like
I apologize.
get out
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
You heard him.
Hello?
Yagami,
Yeah. Why?
I'm afraid.
Are they not?
Yeah, I see.
Things.
Yeah, let's go.
And stay down.
Wow. Kuwan, but they're like what? Like
Yeah. But when
waking their strength.
could if Akatsu sit, I'm quick on my.
Yeah.
Hello?
It's Shirza.
Yeah, with
I was thinking, so
which?
the part about the horse?
Yeah.
Well, for that event with
It's.
the... Yes. If there's no way she'd ever want, with her level of which would it...
And you think it's Reiko Ku?
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, this is.
quite a compliment coming from...
Yagami-san. That was quick.
Well, the days. She might be the one, but.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. It hasn't even been.
Looks like
yeah.
she's still.
The Vice-Min.
Pig, and it's right. Then expect
Well,
maybe Mitsu if he.
I can't.
That's what.
Right.
And
It's hitting.
why are they?
It's all
Yeah, on the police.
Been a while.
Yeah.
I take it Kuwana was caught up
Plus, there were.
because the big
So this
boys.
is.
Why are you so sick your
You know,
private?
I was thinking. I mean, it's not.
Yagami.
What?
He's on.
But
Won't met.
Yagami.
Oh,
It's soccer.
all right.
taking-
Let's just say some friends of mine.
Excuse?
The Sawa case. Why aren't you?
What the?
I get the.
You want to say that
Soccer.
again? Huh?
Need to.
Yeah.
Then let.
Damn.
Nice spot you brought me to. Very romantic. Did the cops
You wouldn't be
to arrest?
looking. His real name. My.
What about he should have?
He was. Let me.
What's that?
I had a hit after that. Some.
You're saying they'll
Start anything.
Erase the footage. Are you serious?
Yeah. You heard me. Kuwana leaving her place is all that's left. Even the parts where you show up are long gone. Before and after, the only person that the cameras pin the crime on is Kuwana himself.
Who would go so far to erase the footage? Who would do something like that?
It's time to let it go, Yagami. Mikoshiba's case and Sawa-sensei's case, they're closing the book. And to tie up the loose ends, and this is the shitty part, Kuwana has to die in an accident.
What?
Soon as they track him down, they'll put him into custody and then blame it on negligence. They'll say he resisted arrest and died in the struggle, I'd guess. Someone clearly wants Kuwana gone, and they have the power to do it.
Come on. Who could have that power?
Kuwana is clearly a target of someone higher up. Even if he sees it coming, he won't be able to stop it. As far as I'm concerned, the case is closed. You wouldn't understand until you've been on the force. When the team you're playing for is rotten to the core, all you can do is look the other way. As for me, I'll stick to the cut and dry cases for a while. That's what'll keep me an honest cop.
That's bullshit! You'll shut the lid on the trash, ignore the smell of the rot coming from inside, and go on pretending it's justice? And then you call that being an honest cop?
Asshole. Did you forget that you were talking to a detective?
You never did answer the question, Nami-san. Who had the authority to erase the security cameras? Who wants Kuwana dead so bad that they do it inside?
Even if I told you, what the fuck could you do about it, detective? Smartass! Leave it alone, Yagami. It's for your own good.
Is that your call? Well, I think I'll be the judge of that.
You little piece of shit! I've had enough! You dead son of a bitch! I think it's time you cooled off! Have a
Oh god, no.
Give up already! Why'd you have to put in? Move already!
When I found it, in the so it'll. And if you, is there any?
The moment we opened, they didn't point to your guy Soma. They named hilarious.
Where'd the info?
Not sure. But
Public security. Why is public security?
seems they were interested in our case criminal networking. You know how after the Tojo clan disbanded, the criminals started going underground? Well, public security, even if you catch these guys,
Wait.
if
So
arcade, purely speaking,
Unbelievable.
not that they'd ever, if you believe,
What the?
not that I'm no pride.
Then-
The man known as Kazuki, they're the ones.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, as far as they're concerned with Kawan,
So that's what you meant by.
right.
So who's running the show in public?
Yeah, what an up, right. Got one has been,
Seriously?
didn't say for sure.
Where's he at?
Fukutoku.
Komiju?
Apparently,
Kawana's there?
you're not gonna say you got that from me, right?
I don't have much time. You said Kawana might have an accident, didn't you? I'm sure that's why you're telling me all this.
If you find...
Yagami-shi, it's me.
Yeah,
Fast.
Already?
The
Public's long...
In the meantime...
Appreciate...
This is Tsukumo. Yagami-shi, please come in.
Hey, I think I'm in front of
Indeed you are.
Then you'll notice the cops block the road.
Not to worry.
Alright, let's go. Way to go.
Can you see the...
Yeah, I can.
There's a really small... It'll be a...
Yeah.
You can...
Too close. Tsukumo, where should I go from here?
Komi Jewel proper.
Tsukumo, can I get a hand?
Just leave it.
Oh, I see now. Tsukumo, keeping that, huh?
Kitakata, sit down!
Shh. Sugiura?
Didn't Tsukumo?
Yeah.
Yagami.
Does that mean?
No, but...
No.
But what?
Someone...
I don't.
Good question. Aren't there maybe...
look.
Yeah.
I don't see anywhere else we can go. So let's go up those stairs.
Looks like this is the highest we can go.
Yagami-san, we've got arcade coming in from below.
Let's find it. Suspicious.
Yeah.
Yo!
Huh?
Komichu.
What's going on here?
Yagami. So.
Yeah.
Finish this!
Yagami-san. Looks like the top floor is up ahead. There's a room up. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Man, where is this fucking guy? This shit's taking forever. Yeah.
Let's find. Hello.
You with
What?
What's going on?
Huh?
A detective? Just get fuck you.
Let's go. That all you got? You guys?
We were just
sure the who?
Hey,
how come? Huh?
That intel.
You live?
Normal.
Huh?
Yes. Seeing as were he any closer, he would have been ensnared by now.
So Kawana?
We'll have to clear.
Hey!
sorry.
Where's he?
So, where do we find Kawana-san?
I'm sure the Liumang will lead us to him. Just
what?
Now let's get.
I thought I could keep up.
Let's go.
And stay down.
Yeah, let's go.
I need to...
What a waste.
So, you Yagami, will you be coming inside?
Sure.
This
let me
way,
pick-
Bro, hey man. Welcome back, friends.
Tesso Aniki? Do I have to call you that?
Take a seat. And you too, buddy.
This'll be fun.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kawana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Kitakata's a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kawana-san.
If you ask the cops, you're the murder suspect, Kitakata. After killing Sawa-sensei, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks. Now, why would they say something like that about you?
Calm down.
So Kawana hired you guys from the... That's a...
Didn't I tell you? Tesso
That's
didn't.
just how it is.
You really aren't hiding it?
Use a form. Can't be much more to hide than that.
And you've got you all.
Fine. And I'm gonna light up.
You were just.
Yeah.
Well, who?
Here to-
They'd be.
The public, according to them, any trick with that kind of
Yo,
back...
hold.
Public...
What?
Kawana. Kawai bullied Reiko Kusamoto's son. But before you took... Ahara, did you make the same offer?
What if I...
She's the vice minister of the Ministry of Health. If it were to surface that she... And if you get to... Before that can
Have
happen.
me silent.
Exactly. That would explain why public security is trying to...
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Something wrong with it?
Unfortunately,
What's that?
I did in just as you said. From that point on, so, if Kusamoto... But the fact is, public security, which means...
Sure.
Hey.
She was standing right there with me.
Why?
She and you, just like I...
She killed
After...
Damn.
I was on that, and I... Even besides... Well,
so...
An enemy?
Yeah, nothing is... If...
Right. Blood.
I read.
So,
He's
hey.
just so... That, and if they discovered that Kawhi also vanished...
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incidents where a bully ended up dead. You'd know. You're the one going up and down the whole country killing them off, aren't you? Kawhi makes number 7.
7? Damn, man.
It wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her. Reiko Kusamoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ahara's case. The link between him and Kusamoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for. That link is Sawa-sensei. It took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself. It was RK. She never should have even been on their radar. In fact, they traced your name from her. Sawa-sensei knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right? You don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. And In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you? Except... Sawa-sensei wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
No. You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like Yui Mamiya go down with you. By then, why would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right? You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. Sawa-sensei died in tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Ihara, Reiko Kusamoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price? Tell me, will you even be able to look her in the eye when you die?
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife. So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die, and that'll be the end of her story. Everyone will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. Just like the cops are doing.
Afraid I can't do that. If I turn myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out. And worse, Reiko Kusamoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands. No one has any right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Hey, skinny ginger kid. Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
So is your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice, we all get added to your body count, don't we?
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind. If you can't see that, then you can go to hell! Stay out of my way!
long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually. Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
I can see that.
There we go. Now let's stop them.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Haven't you had enough yet?
What? You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
You're not looking so hot.
You got lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it.
You're the one who got lucky as far as I'm concerned. I was about to kick your ass.
What a fucking mess, guys.
Hey, both of you, eat. Your food's getting cold.
One of our higher-ups cooked this himself. Look good if there's any left.
Not a problem. This stuff's great.
Delicious! Man, this is the good stuff.
So that means Reiko Kusamoto could be being targeted by public security.
Right. It's possible part of the police wants to catch me as leverage against Kusamoto-san on public security orders. But that's only if public security really is behind this. You're the one who said you got that info from a cop.
Well, someone up top's been putting pressure on the investigation. That much is clear. But no matter how you slice it, the fact that you're enemy number one while RK roams free is absurd. Unfortunately, all I got...
Public
Agreed.
And I get...
Huh?
Tell me. That'd be by the time you... But what if you walk? You might even be...
Yeah.
Sure.
Fine, but this is only...
Okay.
No.
Right.
We have the element.
And we'll use it to... If they're the experts in wiretapping,
How?
Innes. We'll just give her a call.
Right here?
Yes.
You said we...
Actually.
Huh?
Whoa.
Good shit, huh?
5 years ago. On the night
So you
shift,
have her...
If it hasn't changed.
What is it then?
What?
We're gonna set a trap to the trick. That's why we're gonna call
How does
Reiko.
that
We'll
work?
use 2 phones that can't be... Best to do the...
Wait.
Don't worry.
First, we need to know our...
Which means a truce for the time.
Only while you're here.
Cheers to that. Hey.
2 of them, right?
Just like you
Nicely
asked.
Hey. Okay, I'll break it down. Using them, the phones won't... if and we can see exactly...
Surely...
Yeah, and it's got...
It's late.
Where is it?
It's right near Seirio High.
Okay.
You sure about...
Let me at least... I'll use it to...
This must be...
This is Tsukumo. Yagami Sheep, I've confirmed your position.
Yeah. I think I can spot whoever comes close from here. I'm gonna call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood. It's Kawana.
Ready? I'm about to call... Yeah.
I know.
Yes, hello?
This is Kitakata, from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
You'll have to forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
It's been 13 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei.
I've read about your accomplishments. To think you'd become a vice minister.
You never really know how things are going to work out.
But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to be honest with you. A woman as virtuous and as capable as you deserves the world and then some. But how is Mitsuru-kun?
I'm afraid he's still asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you wanted?
If you've been watching the news, you've probably already heard. I've become a prime suspect for a crime. They think I murdered Yokosawa in her apartment.
I've heard.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now. I got a letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. And that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question. What do you want?
I hope you weren't planning to ask me for a favor. I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No, it's not that. It's just... I wanted to let you know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion, then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
We're almost to the signal. Kill the headlights.
2 cars inbound. Looks like we were right on the money. This proves Reiko Kusumoto's phone is compromised. And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on it, it's gotta be public security on the hunt for Kawana.
Public security is really coming straight to you by car?
No. There's no way they can mobilize their people that quickly. My guess, it's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's just RK.
I will say it's been great to hear your voice again. But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
I understand. Goodbye.
Hey, look. It's a drone. It has a phone attached to it. Shoot it! Shoot it down!
You sure?
Just take it down! Hurry it up! What the fuck are you aiming at?
I can't hit it! It's too small! Shit!
Damn, dude. How the hell are we supposed to chase down a drone? And where the fuck is this Kuwana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look like spec ops?
Yeah, right. But at least you gotta shoot that thing.
This is my second time, actually. I took a few shots at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
We're done here. Pack it in.
That's 6 punks and only 1 gun between you by my count.
Who the fuck are you?
It was you guys in charge. I'm sure Kuwana would have had this whole thing solved a long time ago. Well, then again, I suppose I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
That was my gun, asshole!
Who's the one giving the orders? You may as well just level with me. You guys are RK's bottom rung, right?
It sounds like you must know Kuwana. Well, I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all. Come on! We're taking this guy in, boys! Fuck him up!
Why does this always happen to me? Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
You mean Soma?
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
What did they tell you to do once you found Kuwana?
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him. Like we'd pull the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt. Tell me, gentlemen, how would you feel if you found out you were just pawns in public security? I suggest you quit RK, otherwise you'll end up in a ditch.
Yes?
Pardon me. You would be Reiko Kusamoto, correct?
Sir, it's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Calm now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau, but I'm sure you're familiar with my Division of Public Security. Bondo is my name, ma'am.
Are you now? Well, I'm afraid coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here, so let's not get bogged down with minor details. It's in our best interests. I'm afraid that won't help. I've already seen to that.
What is this?
There's a question I need answered with some urgency, Kusamoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him. A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here, Shinya Kawai. I believe there are things you might know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.